Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, today we're going to go ahead and dive into a Weller vertical. But, hold on. Before we do, I need everyone's help, right? And I've said this before, but I'm changing up this time. This month, the month of May, let's call it the Drive to 5. What does that mean? It means Bourbon Judge is trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I know it's a lot, right? That's basically essentially almost double of where I'm at right now. But I'm asking for everyone's help. How can you help? Couple of things. Number one, tell all of your friends about the Bourbon Judge, your cousins, your aunts, uncles, your bourbon groups, whomever you hang out with, your dog. Ask them to subscribe. In all honesty, really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of May. So a little challenge just to kind of change up, have a little bit of fun. So if you can help me out, I really would appreciate it. Also drop me a comment and like the video as well. I should say, should also give a quick shout out to all my patrons as well. We have a blast. I mean, just going back and forth, we had great conversations, some one-to-one dialogue. We're planning some happy hours, just having a blast as a whole. So if you would like to help and support the Bourbon Judge as well, please click on the link below and become a patron. So I appreciate it. All right, so you know what? We're about to start with this Weller vertical lineup, and I'm going to say at the end, we're going to have a little contest too. So hold on to the very, very end. And we're going to have a little contest that I think might be a little fun for everyone. So let's dive into it. So when you think of Weller, gosh, it's just, there's so much when you think of Weller, right? Number one, first and foremost, it's a Buffalo Trace sub-product. And I reviewed, I think, almost all of these bad boys, with the exception of maybe one or two, right? I reviewed almost all of them in the past, and I will put the link up above. So today we're going to change up a little bit. I'm not going to dive into the mash bills, right? It's going to take a long time to do all that. We're going to change it up. I'm going to give you one quick fact about each Weller, right? Because a lot of people reached out and said, hey, Bourbon Judge, I've seen all the different Wellers. They're always marked up. Are they worth the hunt? Are they worth, selling my left arm for? Is it worth paying the markup fee or paying the secondary market? Is it worth it, right? And at the end of the day, some are really good, honestly, and some aren't. But I'm going to tell you which ones, in my opinion, are phenomenal and which ones you want to just leave them aside. All right. Lastly, before we get started, obviously, of course, again, it is a wheated bourbon, meaning that the second major ingredient in the mash bill is wheat, right? And then from a price standpoint, they range anywhere from $25, we're talking about MSRP, $25 up to $125. Now, as I said earlier, unfortunately, when you walk into your liquor store, you're going to see these marked up anywhere from 5 to 10 times the price. This, even though it's only a $25 bottle, I've seen it for like $125, $150 in the store. And this bad boy, the most expensive one, is like $125 MSRP. I've actually seen it in stores for like $1,500, sometimes even $2,000. Ridiculously overpriced, right? All of these ridiculously overpriced. But if you can ever find them at MSRP, I would say give it a try, right? I definitely would. All right, so we're going to dive into one fun fact about each one. All right, let's see. All right, let's start with on the left. Let's go with Special Reserve. So Special Reserve, the green label, a 90 proof bourbon, $25 MSRP. What's the fun fact? The fun fact is, honestly, folks, it's decent, but it's really just not that good. It really isn't. It's a good bourbon, but it comes with that Weller label. And unfortunately, it is just way overhyped. In this instance, I would say, don't believe the hype. Seriously, it's okay, but there are a lot of other fantastic subpar $30 bourbons out there. I guarantee you that you can find easily without selling your left arm for some bourbon named Weller. Leave Special Reserve on the shelf every day. All right. Next, you have Weller 12. Well, what makes it special? It's aged 12 years. But seriously, in all honesty, from again, these all range from $25 to $125. These are all truly in that $50 to $75 range. And then this is the cheapest, this is the most expensive. But back to Weller 12. The one fun fact, this is Cousin Anita's favorite Weller of them all. She loves herself some Weller 12, and I will say the majority of this that's been sipped and enjoyed has been by Cousin Anita, not by the Bourbon Judge. So, hey, that's what family's for, right? It's all about sharing your bourbon with those that you love. So, Weller 12, Another thing I'll say about Weller 12, it's good, but again, I don't think it's really worth all the hype. I really don't. Very good. It has it's like a caramel bomb. It's actually quite really delicious, but a very short finish, and it's just, to me, it's just not worth all the hype. It isn't. All right, next one, and that one also is, I should say, 90 proof. These are all in order of proof, so 90 and 90. Next we have the white label CYPB, which stands for Craft Beer Perfect Bourbon. This one comes in at 95 proof. Now, I will say, this one, folks, people love it. And I mean, they love it. It actually sells for, when you're walking to a liquor store, because you've never seen it priced normal. I've seen it marked up to $1,000 in the store, which honestly is just redunculous. And I said it, redunculous, not even a word, but it is redunculous. $1,000 for a 95 proof bourbon. I'm sorry, there's no way, and you know what, am I paying $1,000 for a 95 proof bourbon, or really for any bourbon, to be honest with you, right? I got this. I'm very fortunate, right? I have some great local connects. I got this. It's a good bottle, but I honestly might even end up giving it to one of my, gifting it, I should say, to one of my uncles or somebody out there, or hell, I might even sell it down the road, honestly, because I've had it at liquor stores I've had it at bars, I should say, multiple times, and each time I'm praying, please get better, and every time it doesn't get better. That's the reason why I haven't opened it. I might honestly sell it so I can hopefully send my daughter to college. That is CYPB. It's just not that perfect. No offense. All right. Next you have the newly released from just a couple of years ago, the single barrel. 97 proof, right? So 97 proof. This one, let's just say this. I sipped this. I enjoyed it. It was decent. I did a review of it. When I opened it and the Mrs. Judge looked at me and she was expecting me to have that an aha moment, and I didn't have that aha moment, I think I was almost ready for divorce, meaning that Mrs. Judge was going to divorce my butt. She said to me, "I can't believe you didn't like that. This bourbon's selling on, for, on secondary or whatever for $600. You could have, sold it." Hey, honey, I'm sorry. My apologies. It wasn't just that special, honestly. Truly, this right here, if you ever see Special Reserve and Antique 107, take an ounce of both of these, mix them up, do a blind taste, mix it up to create your own single barrel, and do a blind tasting without one. I guarantee you, you will not tell the difference. I did it myself. I did it at least now 3 times, and each time I cannot tell the difference. Literally, this is a mixture of these two bad boys. All right, now we are working to, I will say, one of my favorite Wellers. And this Antique 107, folks, I am telling you, is delicious. It is that damn good. So damn good. I'm going to go ahead and pop this cork right here. What's having bourbon if you can't open it and enjoy it, right? Except for CYPB. That one's just not worth enjoying. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this bad boy. So it's a neck pour. Let's see how good it is, even for a neck pour. So obviously this is Antique 107, meaning that the proof is 107. So what's special about Antique 107? Besides the fact that it's just damn delicious, the fun fact is you can find Antique 107 and Special Reserve all over Ohio. I am very fortunate that my family lives in Ohio. Cousin Anita, my mom, everybody, all my family lives in Ohio. So every time I go back to visit my family, love seeing them, but I love getting me some Antique 107. I know that's bad, but it's sold all over. It's sold in the the liquor stores. It's sold all over grocery stores. It's a wonderful thing, right? It really is. But honestly, that's the fun fact. You can find Antique 107 and Special Reserve in almost every, not every, but a lot of different liquor stores in the state of Ohio. State of Ohio might be one of the coolest things about the state of Ohio is Antique 107. On that note, as I say every week, cheers, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Here we go. damn. Even for a neck pour, that is phenomenal. I gotta hit the gavel, and we're not done. All right, moving on to Weller Foolproof, coming in at 114 proof. So this one also a recent addition within the last few years. Can't have this in my hand. It's dangerous. Weller Foolproof, coming in 114 proof. So, fun fact about this one, right? You see a little sticker here, right? My local shop got in a full barrel, their own barrel of Weller Foolproof. So I go up, I get a bottle or two. Mrs. Judge is with me, she gets a bottle of two. I even sent my mother-in-law, and she got me a bottle or two, right? And I've enjoyed several bottles of this now, so I'm not just buying it just to keep it, right? I sip my bourbon. This one happens to be one of the last, I think 1 or 2 that I have left. However, I got my bottles, went home, very happy, and I was safe. Fun fact, folks, somebody went at the end of the night to try to buy a bottle. They just sold out. This guy threatened to burn down the liquor store. This individual, I believe, was arrested, but he literally threatened to burn down the liquor store. I'm sorry, folks. It's just not that good. You do not have to commit a crime or even tell someone you're going to commit a crime because you missed it, because you missed out on some bourbon. That, my friends, means you're crazy. Literally, when I see people are crazy about Weller, they are truly cuckoo about Weller. It's just not that good, honestly. Let's keep it real. Last little sip. That is so damn good. All right. Last but not least, William LaRue Weller. So, folks, this, as we know, comes out part of the antique collection. I'm fortunate enough that, every year my Connect always says, hey, Bourbon Judge, you can have Eagle Rare 17, you can have Handy, you can have Stag. Gotta pick one. Or you can keep with William LaRue Weller. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this one. Yes, I'm down to the end of the road. You can see right here at the end of the road. I have a little bit left. I have another bottle up there as well that I will be opening very soon also. I know Mojo's sitting there watching saying, Bourbon Judge, you might as well go ahead and kill it. Not right this second, Mojo. Coming soon, don't worry. I am going to kill this bad boy in a little bit, but I'm going to get a nice little sip here. So, folks, when people ask me, is William LaRue Weller worth it? Is it worth the hype? Is it worth paying a little bit more money? I say a little bit more. Don't go crazy. It is. Folks, this is the Michael Jordan. This is the Tiger or Jack, depending on where you land from the golf world, Tiger or Jack, right? This is the bomb. This is everything. I think it's one of the best bourbons out there. Hands down, every day, all day. Woo! Delicious. I'm going to go ahead and have a little sip, and then we're going to get to the contest. All right. Oh, Lord. Damn, that's good. That's really good. That deserves its own buy all day long. Wow. All right. So, what contest do we have? All right. Here we go. So, it's Thursday night, right? Weekend's almost here. Let's do this. Here's the contest. Everyone out there, go back, check how many times was Cousin Anita a guest judge on the Bourbon Judges channel. How many times did Cousin Anita appear as a guest judge? Go ahead, take your guess. 5, 6, 7, 10, 38. Take whatever guess you have. Drop me a comment with that number. All right? However, you need to drop me a comment with that number by Saturday, May 8th at noon Eastern Time. The lucky winner, I'll put all the correct answers into a pile, The lucky winner will receive a 2-ounce sample of Antique 107. Enjoy it as much as I do. At least I hope you do, right? So again, contest rules. Number 1, go back and check to see how many times Cousin Anita has appeared on the Bourbon Judges channel. Number 2, drop me a comment. Number 3, I will take all of the correct answers after Saturday, because the contest ends Saturday, May 8th at noon, Eastern Standard Time. I'll take all the correct answers, and next Sunday's video, I will show live who the winner is, and that individual will receive a 2-ounce sample of Antique 107. Folks, cheers, peace, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Later.